Alright, welcome back to life again. In this calculus tutorial, we will go over some chain rule questions, and these questions require chain rule twice, and we also have some inverse functions. So here we go. For the first one, we have square root of 1 plus ln of tangent x. So we have square root of a box. So let's make that happen first. So square root of a box like this. So differentiating the square root, we will first get 1 over 2 square root of the box, which is just inside. So 1 plus ln of tangent x. And let's just write this down better. Then we are going to differentiate the inside. Take a look. The derivative of 1 is just 0. The derivative of ln of a box right here, right? Well, ln is going to be 1 over. So we differentiate that. We get 1 over the box, which is tangent x. And then lastly, differentiating tangent x, we get what? Secant square. Yes. So we multiply by secant square x like this. And as you can see, that will be it. Again, we are not going to simplify anything. Just focus on the calculus. Now let's move on to number 2. We have cosine of e to the 3x power. So the big picture is we have cosine of a box first, right here. Differentiating cosine, what do we get? Negative sine. So here we go. Negative sine of a box. The box is e to the 3x. Then we look at the inside. The derivative of e to the 3x. So what's the derivative of e to the box? Well, it's e to the box. So just write down e to the 3x. And lastly, what's the derivative of 3x? It's just 3. So you multiply by 3. Just like that. All right. So these questions, they are not so bad. And again, we're just focusing on the calculus steps. Now, for number 3, let's see if anyone would like to take that. Is there anybody online? Any live audience? Let me see. Oh, wow, 9 people here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. No, this is the real life. This is the real life. Yeah, but it's just going to be a short life. All right? Number 3. Let's do it first. Okay? So when we have sine square, it really means we have a box square. So the idea is we have this to the second power. So differentiate the second power by using the power rule. We will first get 2, and then just write down inside. We have sine of ln x, and then to the first power. Then differentiate the blue box, which is the sine function, and that will give us cosine of this box, which is the ln. So cosine of ln x. Lastly, differentiating ln x, we get 1 over x, just like that. So my suggestion is practice the calculus. Practice the calculus, the chain rule, the product rule with the chain rule and all that. Of course, I'll make more videos and also more worksheet for you guys. And we have 3 more, and let's just finish this. This one is a little bit trickier, so pay close attention to here. So here we go. Firstly, we have ln of a box, yeah? So let's go ahead and just do 1 over the box, which is x plus square root of x squared plus 1. Then we are going to differentiate the box. The derivative of x is 1, but it has 2 terms, so let's put down parentheses. And then we are going to add the derivative of the square root of x squared. The derivative of square root of this is like square root of a box. The derivative of square root is 1 over 2 square root of the box, which is x squared plus 1. Do not close the parentheses, because here we will have to multiply by the derivative of x squared plus 1 with this. The derivative of the red box is 2x. We multiply by 2x here. Then we close the parentheses. All right? This 2x must be with this blue part, not on the outside, because this whole thing is the derivative for the square root of x squared plus 1. So be really careful with that. It's a Very common mistake for this particular question. And this is also a very common question for your Calculus 1 class. Now, number 5, we have e to the inverse sine function of x squared. So e to the box first, yeah? So e to the box, the derivative of that is just e to the box. So we just write that down, e to the inverse sine of that. Then we are going to differentiate inverse sine of x squared. So inverse sine of box. Inverse sine will give us 1 over square root of 1 minus box square. So we get 1 over square root 1 minus, inside of the box is x squared, and then we have to square that again. This x squared is from the box, and then this square is because of the derivative of inverse sine. Lastly, we multiply by the derivative of x squared inside of that red box, which is 2x. That's it, we are done for that. Okay? So try to relax, especially if this is the first time that you are doing chain rule. It might be confusing, but just relax, breathe, just like doing yoga, just relax. Last one, number 6, last one. Let me see, anybody? No, we have 13 people. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, so this is live, and then this is last question. And here we go. One of my favorite ones of all time. Here, inverse tangent of a box. We get 1 over 1 plus box square. So 1 over 1 plus that thing, which is square root of e to the x minus 1 and then square. Yeah? Times the derivative of square root of a box. Square root gives us 1 over 2 square root of the box, which is the e to the x minus 1. Lastly, we multiply by the derivative of the red box. Derivative of e to the x is just e to the x. Derivative minus 1 is just 0. So that's it. Alright, so 6 chain rule questions with inverse functions, and also notice that we use chain rule twice. The blue one is the first time, and then the red one is the second time. But technically, we have 3 layers. Hopefully this tutorial helps, and if you guys need more help with like doing the derivatives, check out my other videos, and also subscribe, so that way next time when I go live, you will be able to join as well. Alright, so let me see. Alright, thank you everybody for coming. That's it.